Shalom, all praise goes to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Kakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, great millstone. Salutations to the Akim out there pushing this word in all sincerity and honesty, the hopeful elect. On the brother Korah Allah through the Spirit, this is a quick lesson. It says, some words I'm going to jump over. Okay? It says, how is the campaign going in your state? All right? This page updates regularly. The U.S. is working on a high percentage of its population against as soon as possible to stop the spread of the disease and end the outbreak in the country. The mission becomes even more urgent as variants emerge around the world, raising concerns that could evade our efforts to control it if the spread is not curbed quickly. Since distribution began in the U.S. on December 14th, more than 95.7 million doses have been administered, reaching 18.8% of the total U.S. population. According to federal data collected by the Center of Disease Control and Prevention, the U.S. is currently administering over 2.1 million shots a day. All right. And this is despite all the negative side effects. All right. All the people that just supposedly somehow dropped dead after receiving the jab. All right. After receiving their dose, dropped dead. These people still flock to Esau, and they still trust in Esau. And that's okay. All right, because that's the way it has to be. But that was the article. I'm just going to give a few scriptures that come to mind, and I'm going to end it on that. All right. Let's go. I'm just going to type it in. All right. Proverbs 14 and 15. All right. Let me highlight it. It says, the simple believe every word, but the prudent man looketh well to his going. Right? So someone could tell you to do something, or someone could tell you anything. All right? And you just go ahead and believe it. Whereas the wise thing to do is to look it up for yourself. All right? So you can know with a surety. It says the simple believeth every word. All right? And that's why we call 2/3 of the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. All right? Along with the rest of the population that believes their government or believes in Esau. All right? We call them sheeple because they're basically being led. All right? The simple believeth every word. That's what simple says. Naive. All right? The simple believeth every word, because a lot of these people are taking these doses. And then you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, especially because it's been said, all right, your government have said that the people that need this the most is the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right. And you got our people lining up to take this thing. I personally, I know someone, Ishkarite, I'm doing the job if he took it. He took it, no problem. All right, so I won't be surprised if he drops dead. The simple believe every word, but the prudent man looketh well to his going. Well, who will be the prudent man? All right, starting with the Lord's chosen men, the elect men. All right, and the rest of the 1/3, the one, well, the 144,000, and the rest, um, and the rest of the elect. Okay, the 1/3. All right, those men are looking well towards their going, because the Lord put it on our spirit. The Lord was on part of that number. The Lord put it on our spirit to look. All right, to not be deceived. The simple believe every word, but the prudent man looketh well to his going. All right. So yeah, take the jab. I call it Mad Max. But here it is. If you take it, you could potentially drop dead. You could lose full control of your body. All right. Your DNA could change. You don't know what it's doing to you. All right. So listen, you taking this, you're defiling your temple, which is your body. All right. I'm trying another scripture. Okay. 2 Corinthians 2:11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, which the word Satan means adversary. All right. And who's our adversary? Hey, the ones in rulership, the ones in power. And they're making that known. All right, because they are targeting the Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. Not only are we first hired, last fired, gunned down the streets with no justice, all right, but now we're being fed to the slaughter by way of the jab. The Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices, right? Because although our people are going to be dying left and right, the elect, like I mentioned earlier, starting with the 144,000, and the rest, the 1/3 of the nation of Israel, them out there signing, crying, okay, and families and friends and helps, okay, women, children, they're not gonna take this device. All right, they're not gonna be ignorant. It says, "For we are not ignorant of his devices." Yeah, no. What do you think this whole jab thing is? What do you think this whole jab thing, this whole Negroes, Latino, Native Americans are most affected? Their devices. All right, that's how Esau makes his plays, through devices. All right, that image he put up of himself. All right, that false image of the one people ignorantly call Jesus Christ, real name Yahweh Shai. That's a device. Strongholds. All right, so I'm gonna give one more script, and I'm gonna end it right there. Psalms 64. I'll go to 2. It says, "Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity." Right, and who's going to be hid? The men of the Lord are going to be hid. How we hid, first of First off, by knowing this word and following it to the best of our ability. All right. It says, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked. Right. Because we follow this word, the Lord's going to protect us. Okay. And then it says, from the insurrection, pardon me, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity. It's just insurrection, the tumult. All right, yeah, because they, get together and they, like a think tank, get together and start brainstorming. That's basically what they do. All right, they get together and they find ways to come at Jake. It says, who whet up their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words. Right. Because all of a sudden the Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans are most affected. It says that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not. Right. And the perfect being the nation of Israel, stone the elect. All right, so with that one, so praise go to Yahweh, Shem Yahushua, Bashim Kakwadash, the apostles and elders, great millstone. Citations, I'm pushing this word. Shalom.